Welcome back, guys. Today we are here with the third video in the series of decision theory, and in this video we are going to discuss decision making under uncertainty, where the probability is given to us. So under this we are going to discuss the questions based on EMV, that is expected monetary value, EOL, that is expected opportunity loss, then EVPI, EPPI, and decision theory. So the first point that we are going to discuss is expected monetary value. Let's understand what it is. So decision maker has the knowledge of probabilities of occurrence of each state of nature from his past experience. Now these probabilities are it is obtained from the past records or from the personal judgment of the decision maker. Thus, a prior distribution of probabilities along with the various states of nature is known well in advance to the decision maker, and it is called as probability distribution. The decision is selected, or the best decision is chosen with the help of EMV, that is expected monetary value criterion. Over here, EMV is calculated for each course of action, and then the action with maximum EMV is selected as the best decision. So let's see what all steps are involved to calculate the best act using EMV criterion. The step involved is, first of all, we should have the payoff table, that is prepare the payoff table. Then step 2, assign probabilities to the events. Third step, calculate expected payoff for each strategy or action by weighing the conditional values by the assigned probabilities and adding the weighted additional values to obtain the expected payoff. And then we have to select the strategy with the highest expected payoff. Now, EPPI and EVPI. What is EPPI? That is expected payoff with perfect information. Let's understand this particular point. If the decision maker has the perfect information before the decision is made, he is naturally going to select the best decision or the best action with the maximum payoff corresponding to each state of nature or each event. So EPPI can be calculated as P1, that is probability of the first state of nature, into maximum payoff under S1, plus P2 into maximum payoff under S2, plus P3 into maximum payoff under S3, and so on, depending upon how many states of nature we have. Now, with the perfect information, his expected payoff is EPPI, and without it, the best decision is nothing but the maximum of the EMV. Now the difference between the two quantities that we are going to calculate, that is EPPI and maximum EMV, is nothing but expected value of perfect information. I repeat, it is expected value of perfect information. In short, EVPI is equal to EPPI minus maximum EMV. So what information exactly I am getting? So it can be represented as EVPI represents the maximum amount the decision maker can spend on getting perfect information about the market demand. Let's take one question which is there on the screen. The question says, following payoff matrix has been constructed by the company for the strategies under various unknown states of nature. The probability information has also been tabulated. We have to calculate EPPI and EVPI. But to calculate EPPI, we have to find To calculate EVPI, anyway, we have to find EMV also. In short, in this particular question, I'm going to cover EMV, EPPI, and finally EVPI. So we have the values, the states of nature are given, corresponding probabilities are also given, and action along with the value, that is profit, is given. So these values 500, 420, 340, whatever values that we have in the table is nothing but the profit. So let's calculate the EMV for each strategy. So how do I calculate EMV for each strategy? For strategy or for action A1, EMV is equal to 500 into 0.1 plus 500 into 0.3 500 into 0.5 500 into 0.1, and this value is 500. Similarly for Act A2, it is 420 into 0.1 plus 520 into 0.3 plus 520 into 0.5 plus 520 into 0.1, and this gives me the total as 510. Similarly for third act A3, it's 340 into 0.1 plus 440 into 0.3 plus 540 into 0.5 plus 540 into 0.1, and the total comes out to be equal to 490. Moving ahead, EMV for A4, it is 260 into 0.1 plus 360 into 0.3 plus 460 into 0.5 plus 560 into 0.1. This comes out to be equal to 420. So what basically I have done is I have calculated the values of each state of nature with its corresponding probability for every action. I repeat, the value product of each state of nature with its corresponding probability for every act is taken. Now the values that we have is 500, 510, 490 and 420. Now what is the maximum value out of this? The maximum value that we have is 510. Means I can write it as maximum EMV is equal to rupees 510 corresponding to action or act corresponding to act A2, hence the best act. Now I have to calculate EPPI. So how do I calculate EPPI? I had said for calculating EPPI we have to select the maximum of every state, the maximum payoff of every state, and then that has to be multiplied with its corresponding probability. So let's see. Okay, so let's find out the maximum value for every state. So for S1 maximum value is 500. For S2 maximum value is 520. For S3 maximum value is 540 and 560 is the maximum value of state 4. So what we have to do is we have to multiply these values with its corresponding probabilities. So let's see. I have written the values, that is maximum value for S1 is equal to 500, S2 520, S3 is 540, S4 560, and the corresponding probabilities are also written. Therefore, EPPI is equal to 0.1 into 500 plus 0.3 into 520 plus 0.5 into 540 plus 0.1 into 560. Okay, so how much is this value coming out to be? This value is coming out to be 532. And what was EMV? 510. So let's calculate EVPI. Therefore, EVPI, that is expected value of perfect information, is equal to EPPI minus maximum EMV. EPPI we have is 532 minus maximum EMV is 510, and this value is coming out to be rupees 22. So what we have studied, that how to calculate EMV, how to calculate EPPI, and how to calculate EVPI. So quickly recall. What we have done to calculate EMV is we have taken the sum of the product of the payoff values with its corresponding probabilities for every course of action. From the payoff, for the every payoff, that is, for example, let me take it as A1, what we have written. The payoffs are 500, 500, 500 and 500. These values are to be multiplied with its corresponding probability. That is, probability for S1 is 0.1, probability for S2 is 0.3, probability for S3 is 0.5, and probability for S4 is 0.1. So in this particular process, I am getting the EMVs as 500, 510, 490 and 420. The maximum out of these four values we have is 510, corresponding to action A2, and hence we consider it as the best action under EMV criterion. Next, we have to calculate EPPI, expected payoff with perfect, expected payoff under perfect information. So under this, what we have done is we have calculated the maximum value for every state. Maximum value for every state. So the values we have from the table for S1 is 500, S2 520, S3 540, S4 560, and the corresponding probabilities are also given. So to calculate EPPI, we have to take the summation of the product of what? The maximum value for every state and its corresponding probabilities. So I have multiplied 500 with 0.1, 520 with 0.3, 540 with 0.5 and 560 with 0.1. And that total is coming out to be 532. And the last part is, how do I calculate EVPI? So EVPI is nothing but it is equal to EPPI minus maximum of EMV. And both the values already we have calculated, right? So EPPI is 532 and maximum EMV is how much? It is 510, and the difference is coming out to be rupees 22. I hope you have liked this particular concept, what we have discussed, and I'm sure you would have understood. So what you can do the next is take the question, frame any question of your choice, try to solve it taking the reference of this particular video, and don't stop, share with your friends. If you are getting benefited, let your friends should also get benefited, right? Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we are going to discuss EOL, expected opportunity loss. Thank you and have a great day.